Hey YouTube, Jeff with JMX Scope Mounts here. Today I wanted to show you a carbon fiber handguard that I recently made for a Zastava M77 .308 caliber AK style rifle. This rifle comes standard with a plastic handguard, and I was wanting fiberglass, or carbon fiber I should say. So let's take a closer look at this. It's super lightweight, does not transfer any heat, is ventilated just in case, has a great feel to it. Here's the standard handguard that come with it. And let's take a look at how I made this. In order to do that, I'm going to have to kind of take this rifle apart real quick, so bear with me while I do that. This rifle's got the locking piece on the back, makes the handguard a little bit trickier to get out than your standard AK, but not too bad. Okay, let's see. I need pliers. Okay. There we go. We're field stripped. I don't know. Did any of you time me on that? Did I do okay? Alright, let's take a closer look at this handguard. Get this rifle out of the way. Okay. I get to where I can show you this a little bit better here. Okay, here's our standard handguard, and on the standard handguard you got a set of lugs here, and so you have to duplicate these lugs to fit into the receiver of the rifle, and then this part here, this lug, to fit on the front part where the sliding collar connects back to it. So in the past, in making carbon fiber handguards, I've duplicated the mounting pieces out of aluminum, but this time I chose to go with ABS plastic so that I could make a handguard that anybody could make without a milling machine. And so I purchased this ABS plastic here on eBay, and I bought a 1 foot piece. This is 2-inch diameter, and this is 2-inch inside diameter carbon fiber, 100 thousandths thick, so total tube diameter is 2 inches and 200 thousandths. And the strength of this stuff is just incredible, super strong. But cut a piece like about yay long, and that's what I used to make this piece here, and also to make the back piece. And I tapered it with a file, just your standard file, and then fine sanded it with sandpaper. And then to give it a little bit of a, I'd use several coarsenesses of sandpaper. Started out with 100 grit and worked my way down to 320. But then you could rub acetone on the plastic, and that brings the black back, makes it from kind of gray looking back to black. And so that's what I did to give it its color. And turned out pretty good. I used epoxy to glue, you can see a little bit of the epoxy in there, to glue the pieces into the handguard, and essentially just made sure I had it the exact same length as this handguard, so that the clamp would clamp it in tight. And there you go. The carbon fiber that I used, you can buy it in tubing lengths, and I've been getting my carbon fiber tubing from Dragon Fiber, which I think is out of New York, And this is a piece that I used on a different rifle. It's a little bit smaller diameter. It's not 2-inch diameter. This is 1 3/4. This same carbon fiber tubing that I used for a Saga 223 rifle that I built. And you can see that, you know, it's not very thick. And I'm thinking it's about 100 thousandths. I'll tell you what, let's measure it and we'll find out for sure. Alright, here we got, okay, we got 70, about 75 thousandths. 75 roughly. So it's not real thick, but the strength of carbon fiber is just unbelievable. I mean, I can squeeze on this in the balls of my hand with as hard as I possibly can, and I mean, you can't get it to flex the least little bit. So for a handguard, and this stuff is the same thickness, I'm pretty sure. Actually, this is a little thinner, slight bit thinner. 64 thousandths, but no flex. I mean, it's just, the strength is unbelievable. So it's got a lot of good qualities, plus it looks good. Has great grip to it. So this is something that, if you got a few basic hand tools, you can purchase the materials and you can make something like this yourself. You know, if I was going to sell something like this, of course it'd be more refined. I probably would make it on the mill to, you know, make things a little more uniform. But all in all, for a handmade handguard project that I made in 3 hours on a Saturday afternoon, I think it turned out pretty good. Show you the other handguard, the first one that I made. And that's on the Saga 223 rifle. And I'll show you that one. And here's the one on the Saga 223. And it's longer. I made it longer. The only drawback to this handguard, because I used aluminum pieces and screwed it to it, and the aluminum's clamped to the barrel there and clamped to the barrel out here. The aluminum does transfer some heat from the barrel into these screws, and after about 10 or 15 rounds, these screws get hot. And so that was another reason for going with plastic. You know, the factory handguards are plastic, and if they don't melt and fall off the gun under normal shooting, I figured I could do just fine making one such as I made with the plastic in it. So we're going to test it out when we get a chance here, probably in the next couple of weeks, and we'll let you know how it works. So anyhow, just something I thought I'd show you that you might want to make, that just with a couple basic tools in a little time you can file one of these babies out. So y'all take care. Bye.